Hi Gemini, this is your horoscope reading for the month of September 2018. So let's tune in and see what's in store for Gemini for the month of September 2018. Month of September 2018. Gemini for the month of 2018. Start with the beginning of the month for Gemini. Beginning of the month for Gemini. Okay, guys, so it's looking like you're pretty busy, definitely multitasking, and there's a lot of distractions around you at the beginning of the month. I don't see that letting up even until the, like I see you going right into that new moon that happens on the 9th, which is in Virgo. Kind of scattered, energy kind of dispersed. Maybe you're engaging in multiple projects, something like that. There's just a lot of stress that comes with having a lot of things going on. So it's the 8 of Wands in reverse happening here. Maybe there's some sudden changes, and what I'm hearing is like these things are happening and you're not really fully like going with the flow. Like you're sort of failing in terms of multitasking effectively. So you're getting kind of drained and yeah, just distracted, unable to focus. I do see that new moon that happens on the 9th in Virgo brings up feelings of gratitude. The 10 of Cups comes up, guys, which is a really awesome card. So there might be some romance or a rekindling of a relationship that happens around that 9th of September. Maybe there's a young child in your life, male energy that's sort of a little bit off center. This could be because of school. It could be a teenager, tween-ager, somebody that, you know, is having difficulty staying grounded. This could even be in relation to you and this new romance that, you know, you find yourself in, or this infatuation that you find yourself in around the 10th of September. I am seeing that, you know, the person is distracting you from your work or bringing up feelings that you're not where you want to be in your career. So maybe they could even be like, you know, giving you ideas that you never had, or making you think about things just in a different way. Again, it could be in relation to your children. Your children might, you know, the schedule change of going back to school, your kids going back to school, might make you realize like how much you're working and how little time you get to spend with your kids. You know, if they're at school all day and you're working, and maybe you are working a couple jobs, because let's face it, you're a Gemini. You always have a few things on the go. So there's just something in relation to not having patience, and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse comes up. You know, you're not, something about not having, like the schedule and the time thing is sort of ruining plans, or causing you to worry about things. And especially in relation to this child, I keep seeing this young boy or male energy child that you're thinking a lot about, perhaps, you know, their future, or maybe you're trying to, you know, think about like what programs to put them in terms of extracurricular activities. So let's just see what's going on the second week of September for Geminis, or the middle of the month, I should say, for Geminis, middle of the month for Geminis for September 2018. Okay, so again, that, like what I was just talking about, the World card comes up in reverse. So, just there's this sense or feeling that, you're not where you want to be in life. Things aren't exactly coming full circle for you. There's some kind of completion that you had hoped for that didn't occur. I am seeing the 10 of Wands in reverse, or in this deck it's the 10 of Spring. And so you are definitely working a lot of hours, and you're not, and I'm seeing this at home and at work, like you're just not getting a break. And the thing about you, Gemini, is that because you're always kind of multitasking and doing many things at once, you don't always realize how much you're doing. And oftentimes your attitude is really awesome, so it doesn't appear to other people that you're really working a lot. Because you like to have fun while you work. And so, you all also take the lead in the sense that, you don't really ask for help so much. You have a little bit of a complex in the sense that you think you're smarter than other people in a lot of ways, so you don't ask others for help. And this comes up, and this is why I'm saying this 5 of Swords, or 5 of Winter. It's a card about realizing, what you wanted isn't necessarily what you need, and also choosing your battles wisely with the people around you. So, you might be right, but it's not worth the fight, is basically what this card is telling you. It comes up in the middle of the spread. I feel like, the Magician follows it in reverse, so there might even be another Gemini or air sign, specifically a Gemini, that's just not being honest with you. It could even be you not being honest with yourself. There's a little bit of trickery there when I see that card in reverse. And, it's also telling me that you're not sure you can do whatever you want to do in your life, and you're having difficulty taking charge and manifesting what you really want. Now, the 4 of Swords follows that card, which tells me that, you might need more sleep to make like a better decision, and to gain more clarity and to find solutions to the issues and the problems that are bothering you at this time. I am feeling like that sleepiness will really hit you on the 24th of this month. And so that is the full moon in Aries. So you're going to find yourself around that 24th mark, more than likely before and a couple days after, just being like knocked out, no energy. It's all going to come kind of crashing down. And you really don't fight that. Get that sleep that you need. Get some, do some meditation if you can, just to get more clarity, because I do feel like you're not totally seeing things clearly here. Multitasking, working too many hours, thoughts are not, completely in the right place. You're not seeing that, you are really capable of manifesting the life you want. And let's just check the end of September. What's in store for Gemini? The end of September. What's in store for Gemini? End of September. Okay, guys, so the end of the month, I see, still there, this decision has to be made. This 2 of Swords in reverse, again, there might be some people that are just, challenging your belief systems. And, I do see you getting kind of pretty defensive over the fruits of your labors. The 9 of Wands comes up. There could be some possible challenges, that in that regard. I feel like it could be in relation to your work. It could be more, I feel like it's just personal relationships, honestly. And I see that, around, I want to say the 30th of the month. The 30th of the month, the Unity card comes up in this deck. I think it's the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. I see that you want to connect with people of like mind. You have these feelings stirring in you. Your passions are changing. You are recognizing that some of the things you're putting your attention on, you don't want to put your attention on anymore. Now, Venus retrogrades on October 5th. But it does go into shadow this whole month, starting on the 5th of September. So for those of us that are really sensitive, we're feeling the effects of Venus retrograde this month. Even though it officially goes into retrograde on the 5th of October. Now, some of the videos that, if you have a rising sign that's different than Gemini, or a moon sign, if you're watching my other videos, I say in them that Venus retrogrades on the 5th of September, but that's kind of, it goes into shadow. Anyways, my point is just that I get this feeling that you are really feeling those things, the Venus retrograde, early, so during the shadow period. And, you're really questioning who you are around and looking for more people, specifically people that can help grow you in a spiritual-minded fashion. Now, there are lots of changes I see for you happening in October. But going into that, we'll talk more about that next month, but going into October, you do have a lot of baggage that you need to let go of. And I feel like that's what's the primary thing that's holding you back, Gemini, is just not being able to let go fully of the past. You're having trouble with that. So let's just see if there's any other messages that we can give to Gemini. Anything I've left out for Gemini for the month of September. Geminis for the month of September. Geminis for the month of September. Easy does it. So this card tells you to stop trying so hard to control everything, and all the doors will open for you. Yeah, I mean, I definitely would agree with this card. I do see that you're trying really hard. There's a lack of patience, like I said, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Just have patience and don't worry. There's nothing to worry about. Releasing the past, the 13 comes up here in the major arcana. It's time to move on from the things that are really holding you back, and there's nothing to fear by, those feelings coming up, that are, I feel like the pot's being stirred, there's feelings coming up about things that just aren't working for you anymore, and you're kind of trying to do everything and hold on to things that you just know that it's time to just stop doing it, but you're still holding on. So we'll see what happens in October. I'm more than confident, Gemini, that you'll be able to get through this month no problem. You're stronger than you think. I will see you again here next month. If you like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe, and if you need a personalized reading, remember this is a general reading, then you can contact me with the info below. Take care.